I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on internet pranks because recently did I see it on Twitter or TikTok? I think I seen it on TikTok. No, I think I seen it on Twitter first, and I might have just recently seen it on TikTok. I don't know, but anyways, there is an internet prank that has been blowing up, and it's been blowing up, in my opinion, for the right reasons. I feel like how the boyfriend reacted, that's how every boyfriend should react. And the guy that's doing the prank, that was his sign. Stop doing internet pranks, because that, in my opinion, what happened to him, best case scenario what happened to him. But anyway, so no, for those that hadn't gotten a chance to see what the prank was, so it was a couple and then this guy. They were going on opposite ends of the like those mall escalators. So anyways, the girl is ahead of the boyfriend. She's on her phone, minding her own business. Boyfriend, he's, just staring off, minding his own business. And the prankster walks going up the other side. He's going up. Now, the reason why I had said that, because this next part of the video that I wanted to tell y'all about, it's honestly amazing. It's amazing how when a person gets angry, like that level of strength that they have, it's impossible to have that same strength and to not be angry. Like, you have to be angry to have this sort of strength. So anyways, the couple is going down the escalators. The prank guy is going up the escalators. So when he gets into the crossfire of the girl, he rubs her cheek in front of the boyfriend. Now let me repeat that. The guy, the prankster, okay, he rubbed the girlfriend's face in front of the boyfriend. There are 3 people. 2 of them are a couple. The outsider, he rubbed the girl's face. So obviously the boyfriend wasn't with that. And I think a lot of people, when you see what happens, and if you hurry up and pause, you're probably thinking like, oh, okay, he's probably just gonna chase after the guy, or he's gonna probably be looking like, what is this guy doing? What's wrong with you, bruh? He grabs this man by his shirt and literally pulled him to their side of the escalators. Fam, when that's something where you gotta shake that man's hand. I mean, like, at the end of the day, he did the right thing, and I know a lot of people are gonna probably be all like, but the guy was just only pranking him. He was just joking. That's the thing, where it's like, you can tell, like, what type of, like, content creator and all that. Fam, that, especially the pranks, that stuff is long gone. Let it go. Stop pranking people in public if it's gonna be some prank like that. Now, if it's something along the lines, like if you're tricking them, or let me think of some, like, yeah, if it's like, okay, so let's say you hold a mirror in front of them, or you like, hey, take this picture, and then, you take the picture, but you show them a picture where they're not there and stuff, then yeah, that's funny, okay? That's like, you're gonna have a person thinking, they're gonna be all like, oh my god, like, am I a ghost? What's going on? Like, they're gonna be running up to people like, hey, can you see me? Now, stuff like that, in my opinion, that's funny. But when you invade a personal, because I wouldn't even want a girl to do that in front of me, because I'll be looking at her all like, what's wrong with you? Like, I know you doing this for, a prank or whatever. You ain't just doing this. If you doing this just to do this, something wrong with you. You obviously don't see a whole girlfriend on the side of me. Either hold my hand, standing next to me. It's one thing. The crazy thing is that it's one thing that it's like, you shouldn't even, the thing is this, you should not just randomly approach a person and just start rubbing on their face. That's one thing for sure. Now, if you like are talking with them, like now, let's say for an example, it's a situation where, and I feel like even then, like a person still has a right to be upset, but I guess like if that individual is by themselves, right? So like, let's say if the girl was by herself and the guy approached her and was like, hey, you got a boyfriend, you know, let's hang out, whatever the situation is, okay, then that's one thing. Now, she's obviously gonna say, you know, that I'm in a relationship. But if, then she doesn't, then that's a completely different story. But that's how that should go about. I have never, ever in my life decided that me going to a mall, when I go to the mall, I'm going to the mall for one thing. Sneakers, okay? Sneakers or video games. I am not going there to rub random women's faces, okay? Like, the thing is like, I'm an overthinker. I think too much. Like, something that I would think about is like, okay, I do that to a girl. What if that girl isn't even over the age? And I ain't did that to like some random like girl, and this girl's probably still in high school or something. I'm like, and I've most likely then scarred her, and that then scarred myself. And I'm like, nah, man. When I go out in public, I mind my own business. I do my own thing. And I'm like, if there is ever a time where, you know, me and a woman at a mall, our paths cross, and we get to talking and vibing and all of that, then that's a different story. But at the end of the day, I will never ever in life invade another person's personal space unless I'm trying to, because you know how like crowded malls can get and stuff. Like if a mall is crowded and I'm trying to like, you know, zigzag and be doing like football plays like around people, that would be the only time. But then I'm keeping my hands to my, I wish like I've thought of that. Like I've thought of like how I am when I'm out in public. Like when I know I'm getting close to people, I literally fold my arms and hands up, like, so I make sure of it that I don't touch them. I'm like, because the thing is like, I wouldn't want to where it's like, okay, so let's say for an example, I'm walking behind a woman, right? Walking, swinging my arms and stuff, just all happy and all that stuff, thinking, okay, what Jordans am I going to buy today? All of a sudden, whole backhand done rubbed on this girl's butt. Now we looking at each other like, okay, that was awkward and stuff. Ma'am, I am sorry. I don't want to have that conversation. I don't even want to have that memory. So when I walk behind people and I just don't trust the idea of like, of them just standing still, like, you know, behind, cause I'm like, I can't be doing like how I was doing at work and stuff. When I'm like, if I walk behind the person, I'm screaming out behind you and I ain't scared somebody. Now they done dropped all their stuff and they looking at me all like, why would you scream that knowing I'm holding all this? So yeah, I'm like, I can't do that. So yeah, I'll fold my, so you know how like when people like at like a show or something and they bow, and so they'll fold like one arm behind their back and then they'll fold the other arm behind their stomach. I will do that. I will literally do that. I might look silly, but at least I know I'm not going to brush into anybody. Now, it's one thing if she purposely steps out in front of me and she wants me to brush up on her. Once again, a different story. But until that story happens, fam, I'm folding my arms up or holding my hands, putting my hands behind my back, or even if I gotta do like a hand raise, I will do everything possible, okay? To just ensure that I don't invade nobody's personal space. Now, getting back to this pranking guy, why did he feel like that it was okay? Even if the girl's boyfriend wasn't there, why did you feel like that it was okay to rub on that girl's face? You don't know her. Unless it's one of those fake prank videos, then okay, then you know her. Then it's like, even then, I don't even do that to friends. I wouldn't even do that to a friend of mine, where it's like, the thing is like, I know people would, like, you know, just overall sit down and think like, okay, well, with a friend, it's like, yeah, that's normal. No, I'm like, it just with me, I'm like, it goes friends, like, maybe, like, okay, so I can't necessarily say family, because, like, it was me, my mom, and my sister. Well, my mom and sister was trying to bring me down to the ground, and I'm like, you guys ain't gonna be able to, like, it's you can try, but okay. It honestly looked like one of them like bad security videos where it's like, but it was like two guards. Honestly, that would be funny. I wish there was a game show where it's like you gotta bring a person down for a certain amount, because I'm like, no, we signing up for that. I gotta remember this moment. I gotta record this moment. But anyways, but besides that, but no, getting back to this prankster, it's like, why did you feel like that it was okay to rub on this girl's face, regardless of if she's in a relationship or not? Because how I view it is like me trying to put myself in that woman's shoes, and a random man just walked up on me and rubbed my face, and it's like, fam, do I know you? Like, why did you feel like that? Because it could have been, and the thing is like, I haven't even gotten in worst case scenario what could have happened. But no, let's talk on worst case scenario. So you rub on this girl's face, right? And she goes to security, or a cop sees you, whatever, and that cop, he or she is having a bad day, right? So they approach this woman, they're all like, do you know this man? And she's all like, no, I've never seen him a day before in my life and things. And you're getting arrested because you out here touching on random people and stuff. Wouldn't that count as assault? I feel like it would, but I don't know. Anyways, but, or let's say, that's if she's by herself. Or if, let's say, for an example, okay, the boyfriend is there, but he's packing. Homie got a gun. He out here living a Grand Theft Auto life. He just pulled the gun from his backside. You don't even know where that gun came from, right? So you rub on his girl's face. He pulls a gun out and he's aiming it at you, talking about, why you rubbing on my girl's face? Now you are in the most life-threatening situation you possibly can be in. And there ain't no answer unless, you go with, so overall how that video ended, of course, like every other one of those prank videos. So after the guy pulled them over the escalators, he was like yelling it out like, it's a prank, bro, it's a prank. Look, there's a camera, it's a prank, bro. That's, if you know you're gonna have to say that at the end of your prank, then that's a clear sign that you shouldn't be out here pranking people. But and the thing is this, it's like, what would you do in his situation? Let's say if you had a rough day, then, you hanging out with the girlfriend, you've been at this mall the whole time, she's looking at, it's like that one episode of Martin when she went into the shoe store and she wanted like every shoe in like taupe and brown, and I'm like, what is taupe? I'm like, nah, if we're gonna talk on that, what is the color taupe? I'm like, because that doesn't even sound like a color. I don't know what that, but no, that was a funny episode. I definitely recommend y'all check out the episode of Martin when Martin and Gina went to the shoe store. I can't remember the exact name of that episode, but it is funny. But let's say if it's a situation like that, homie is having a bad day, and you just did that. So it's like, what would you do in that situation? You're having a bad day and a guy just rubbed on your girl's face out in public. I guarantee and I promise you that same guy that pulled that prank will have the same reaction that guy had. And then, and it's like, you can't get mad at him for how he reacted, but it's like, when afterwards, it was like the guy, I couldn't tell whether he was angry or if he had fear running through his body. It might have been both, but it's like, you can't do nothing with that guy. That guy just pulled you over the railing of the escalators with one hand. With one hand. You can't do nothing with that guy, bro. Like, you just gonna have to accept that L and go on about your business. Go home and edit your prank video and stuff. But yeah, it's like, I don't get why people, they'll go out and they do these pranks, and it's like, fam, I guarantee and I promise you, it's like, if that story hasn't happened already, somebody's going to end up losing their life doing one of these pranks. I'm telling you right now. That's why, because I know people probably wonder, like, how come TMossBoss hasn't never done one of those, like, public pranks? Because I enjoy my life. I love life. I'm not going to sit here and throw my life away because, let me go rub up on a random girl in public. Let me go up to a group of people and stuff and call them out their name and just be like, it's a prank, bro. I'm just pranking you. See, look at the cam. You think if they're having the worst day of their life and they're in that mindset where there's just nothing possible, okay, that can bring them out of this angry mood. Like, they ain't got nothing to lose, okay? Nothing. And you go up to them and you deciding, they look like a prankable person. Yeah, let's go up and, just make their day even worse by doing something like, so like, let's say a white guy walks up on a black guy and he's all like, Because no, I do remember that being a prank where the guy, he didn't say the N word, but he said words that sounded like the N word. So he'll be all like, "Hey, what's up?" Bigger or bigger, or he'll have like a ER or A and stuff. And I was like, that video. It's just some of those videos were dumb, man. Or even the ones where it was like the guys walking up on cops talking about, "Oh, you want to buy some Coke?" And then they bring out like a 6-pack of Coca-Cola or something. It's like, man, people, stop doing these pranks. I am telling you this as a veteran content creator. Pranks, there's one time I remember, and I think that one was real. I'm like, I don't know how you can fake that, but if you can, then it's like, that man honestly didn't care about his life. I'm like, that could have ended so horribly wrong, bro. Like, if you getting like one of the most technical punches across the head, and it like puts you in a state where you're unconscious. Let me just overall explain to you guys what a knockout is, for those that, I've never been knocked out a day before in my life, but from the times I have watched World Star Hip Hop fight compilations, and just seen like other fight videos throughout the internet, when you get knocked out, when there's that technical punch that comes from nowhere, right? And it hits you like in your chin, back of the head, temple. It hits you in that, like that button where it's a Windows shutdown, okay? Like, hold the power button on your computer. Hold the power button until your computer shuts down. That's what a knockout is. You are knocked out, okay? Knocked out until your conscious has to go look. It's almost as if, like, when you're knocked out, that, you know, that in that scene in the Avengers when the girl, she did some spirit punch to the Hulk and just knocked his spirit out of him and stuff. That's what that is, all right? But you're still within you, and you're holding like a lanyard, you're holding like a flashlight and stuff. You got your spirit iPhone or Samsung Galaxy, but you got your light, and you're like, dang, man, where's that button? Oh, here's that button. Press the button, and then that's when you just like you're waking up from a nap that you never wanted to take in the first place. Prior before, you was getting ready to fight somebody, but then you just got knocked out, and then you wake up and you're like, oh my god, like what happened? Like did I win? They're like, fam, you've been out for like 2 hours. We all got scared. Like, we didn't know you were snoring, so we just figured like, oh, okay, he's fine, but your eyes was also open. So, because there can be at times, like I've seen like them fight videos where they get knocked out and their eyes is open, they just wide-eyed, like looking sideways and stuff like that. It's like their body, it did like a halfway shutdown, but it's still shut down and stuff. So, but, yeah, so, like, overall, but no, there was this one prank video where the guy, he went up to this black guy, and he said or did something, but the black guy had punched him in his face so hard that his tooth had, actually, viewer discretion is advised, his tooth had went through his lip. His lip had a hole in it, bro. And I'm like, fam, why would y'all think that was a good idea? That wasn't a good idea. It never will be. Stop approaching black men and upsetting them. Stop approaching anybody and upsetting them. But yeah, overall, there's just people out there where they think, yeah, these prank videos, it's the future. Yeah, we just gotta be doing prank videos left and right because that's what, the audience wants to see. The thing is this, I want to see a content creator alive and well, not a content creator that's in the hospital fighting for their life because they pranked the wrong somebody. All right, so with these prank videos, they need to stop, man. All right, 2023, we cannot be out here still doing prank videos. We gotta leave that stuff behind. All right, so anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. And we'll knock $20 off of your first purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.